see the stream. It's still going live. I think there's some problem with YouTube. But ठीक है. Maybe YouTube will sort of figure itself out. Okay. I think there's some other stream that is live. ठीक है, we'll see क्या है. Okay, finally, I think it went live now. Maybe the YouTube folks missed part of the live stream. So देखते हैं क्या होता है. Either way, let's come back to track. In case अगर आप YouTube पे देख रहे हो, if you are watching the recording of this, there's some problem with YouTube live streaming today. And as such, मैं यहाँ पे बता रहा था कि कैसे 18,120 का लेवल बहुत important लग रहा है, because आज का हाई था, कल का हाई था, and roughly we have seen that level being quite important. So that is my level for main level for Nifty, क्योंकि एक बार वो क्रॉस होता है, then we can see what is happening. Now coming to the second thing that I wanted to share. दूसरी चीज क्या है कि अगर आप मूविंग एवरेजेस देखते हैं, तो मूविंग एवरेजेस के अंदर we can see two things that are happening. The first one is this green line, which is the 20 MA, has been consistently giving price a resistance. हम लोग देख सकते हैं that the last time price sort of went below the 20 MA was around December 12th. तो mid December के पास moving average 20 break किया था, and 20 MA is considered as the first sort of line of defense for trend following, which means अगर 20 MA के ऊपर है price, then price is likely to bounce up from 20 MA. वैसे ही अगर नीचे है, it is likely to take resistance from 20 MA. So that is something similar we are seeing. हम लोग consistently देख रहे हैं 20 MA के नीचे ही रहा है भाव, which is not a pleasant sign. दूसरी साइड पे अगर हम देखते हैं, we can also see that right around here, which is 18,200, we can see 50 MA is also there, which means going ahead, maybe price for it to really reach higher, deeper into the 18,000 levels and possibly even trying to retest the highs that we've seen, उसके लिए उसे 50 MA तोड़ना भी बहुत important है. So those 2-3 levels are sort of standing out to me right now. Quickly checking the chat also. Any stocks which have heavily impacted by the EV market? Sohan, as you know, that is a bit of a fundamental question, and fundamental analysis generally, we don't talk about in these live streams because it's a little off topic compared to what we do in the live market. Okay, levels for Nifty Banknifty for tomorrow. Tomorrow के लिए levels, I will talk about them. Right now, ये क्यों खोला मैंने? Yeah, this is the one that we are opening. Right now, what is very important is to look at where Nifty is going right now, basically. Yeah. So यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं for Nifty, this is an important support, which is around 17,780. So 17,800 के आसपास एक important support है, और उसके बाद हम देख सकते हैं that roughly this level, which is at 18,240, this is an important resistance. So right now Nifty is holding between these two zones, और उसके अंदर हम देख सकते हैं that roughly here, which is at 18,085 or around 18,100, we can see there is that other level that is coming into play. So right now I would say these are the most important levels. As of now, अभी लग रहा है कि यहाँ से prices are going up, but in my view, it is very likely that somewhere here prices might take resistance. Somewhere around 18,000, it's very likely कि फिर से resistance आएगा, और वो फिर से resistance जब आएगा, that will be the real test. जब भी इस साल की पहली expiry आएगी, right, when we've got the first expiry of this year. I believe the first expiry, no, this would be the second expiry of this year. So the second expiry of 2023 when it comes, at that time हमें शायद पता चलेगा whether it is wanting to hold above or stay below. And yeah, another thing is that of course we have the results going on. So results जब भी होते हैं, we have always seen a bit of a volatile time. In fact, if we go back to, let's say we do the 4 hour chart here, or 4 hour chart pay, we try to find the last quarterly results, which would have been around September-ish. So September started here. So basically this phase, this is likely when the results were there. और यहाँ पर भी हम देख सकते हैं prices were volatile, went up. So it is very natural for all of this to happen. Does not really does not really mean कि market बहुत inherently खराब है or anything. That's at least my understanding of it. So yeah, that is Nifty's view. अगर आज की बात करें तो आज के चार्ट पर हम देख सकते हैं that Nifty has consistently sort of retested the lower levels, except for what we saw around here. So around 2:30 बजे के बाद, around 2:30 के बाद, we did see some higher levels being retested. But apart from that, straight resistances. And this is not just for today. कल भी हम लोग ने क्या देखा? Up and then 12 बजे के बाद down. So that's what it looks like. No, the reason why is asked is because Tesla is down. We'll talk about that. बात करते हैं हम लोग. And is it a good time to invest in TCS? The results were also good. We'll talk about that as well. Okay. Let's go to Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty में हम लोग देख सकते हैं. I will enable the drawings here also. Bank Nifty में हम लोग देख सकते हैं that 42060, the level that we discussed last Thursday, is where prices are at. और इसका मतलब ये है that there is a chance that we see a bounce from here. So let's see once again for banks also we'll have to see कि क्या वो hold कर पाता है कि नहीं, because if memory serves me right, 13th या उसके आसपास there are some results that are anticipated either at the end of this week or at mid of next week. So वो देख लेंगे एक बार. But yeah, since there are some results expected, we might just see some movement here also, which is a little larger than expected. On the 1 hour chart हम लोग यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं that 1 hour पे this level is where prices are at, which is the 500 EMA, bounced up and bouncing up again. And in terms of resistances, we can see that roughly ये वाला जो area बनता है, which is around 42,600, that is where price is refusing to hold above. So एक बार 42,600 टूट जाता है, right? Maybe we see something like this. एक बार ये हो जाता है, then I feel Bank Nifty might have a good shot at retesting 43,400 or so. So that is my level. In terms of supports, again, मेरा view है कि this support should ideally hold. In the off chance or in case ऐसा होता है that it is unable to hold, then maybe we can sort of consider roughly this level that was there. And that level happens to be 41,600. Okay. That's my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty. Any questions, please feel free to ask. Let's take a look at some important stocks. So Reliance देख लेते हैं. Reliance में हम लोग क्या देख रहे हैं? Fell sharply, and otherwise it's not looking too bad. Results are expected on 20th January, which means end of next week. So end of next week शायद पता लगेगा, and in that time, during that time, maybe Reliance might stay within this rough range, I would say. I would say on a very narrow basis, it is very likely कि लगभग इसी के बीच में रहेगा वो. But in case something larger happens, then maybe 2660 से लेके 2480 के बीच में. Otherwise, maybe we expect it to be around 2500 to 2640 or so. Shorter term trend seems fine. Maybe it is trying to bounce. So if it's able to hold above this level here, which is 2580, शायद कुछ हो सकता है. Right now, though, we are seeing some resistance for sort of Reliance also. Next up, let's take a look at HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank का result कब है? Friday the 13th, correct. So this is the stock that I had in mind, क्योंकि 13th Jan पे I thought the results were there. So Bank Nifty by 13th Jan, maybe we see something like this, and perhaps this is one of the reasons why ये result के already move चालू हो गए, that हम लोग देख रहे हैं that this sort of range that we had made in the last live stream, if you recall, मैंने कहा था that okay, maybe there is a flag pattern forming and maybe there's an upside. Since वो टूट गया है, maybe that is in expectation or in anticipation of the results itself. So वो भी एक चीज हो सकती है. And with that, we can see that an important support level has been broken. So the next level from here, मेरे हिसाब से, is around 1530. 1530 has been an important level for HDFC Bank for a long time. हम लोग देख सकते हैं that the last time that it really came into effect was around the earliest time it came into effect was around 2021 mid, and very soon it will be 2023 mid. So 2 साल पुराना level है वो, but yeah, I still have a feeling that it might end up holding up. Next up, Infosys. और Infosys में हम लोग देख सकते हैं again yet another IT stock. We can see results expected on 12th January, और हम यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं that it is around its 500 EMA as well. I feel Infosys right now is at a decent place, because यहाँ से अगर उसके पास upside है, if we do see some potential in this, then there is a good chance that it might do fairly well. Okay, that is Infosys. 1 hour chart. Nothing remarkable, to be honest. यहाँ पे 1 hour chart पे maybe this as a resistance level 1490, and this another resistance level that is there around 1540, 1530 ish. Do you look for volatility or volume? Are you saying volume or are you saying volatility for any trend reversal or consolidation? Vishrut, I'm going to assume you're saying volume, since reversals or सबके पहले people will typically look for volumes only. So no, the answer to that is not really. Reason being कि volume has been a very inconsistent indicator in my experience and in my view. So that's why I don't really base most of my decisions off of volume. In fact, if you see here, what we just have is RSI and a bunch of moving averages that are there. So I don't really use volume practically at all. But what you can try to look at, around sort of reversal zones or something, is whether it is coinciding with an important support. For example, ये एक important support पहले से रहा है. We saw retest, and then we were seeing prices consistently holding the higher levels as well. So yeah, maybe in that case you can say that okay, there is sufficient buying happening at that level. But yeah, I don't really look at volumes that much. Maybe it's a flaw, maybe it's something that I can improve on, but I personally haven't observed that much value addition coming from it. Yeah, this is how Infosys is looking. The reason why I'm showing you Infosys बड़े scale पे is because IT companies मुझे दिखाने हैं on a broader chart, so we understand where they are. Because we can see that IT companies had practically peaked out around 2022, and from there they are all down by a fair bit. In fact, हम लोग यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं TCS is down around 25%, 22% from its highs. So the high was somewhere around here. Yeah, 20%. So a lot of stocks are beaten down. Looks like IT stocks are one of them. And coming to Somesh's question, whether it's a good point to buy TCS, does not look too bad. I feel if prices are able to edge higher, maybe अगर 3300 के ऊपर जा सकते हैं या रह सकते हैं, I feel yes, there is a good sort of potential here. Is there any specific reason that Nifty is down? A lot of things are happening. We'll talk about them. So yeah, these are some of the other stocks. अगर हमें दूसरे important stocks को देखना है, we can look at SBI, which is down We can look at ICICI Bank, which is also down results in some time. HDFC is down. Kotak Bank is down. Axis Bank is sort of gap up and then followed by gap filling. So most of the stocks that we are seeing on this list are negative. So that is one straight reason why Nifty and Bank Nifty are down. कि जो major stocks है वही अगर अच्छा नहीं कर रहे हैं, then how can we expect the indices to do well? So अगर यहाँ पर हम जाते हैं money control पे, we can see the best performing stock is Tata Motors. But after that, there are no significant contributors to Nifty. Most of the stocks are actually dragging Nifty. जैसे अदानी stocks है, अदानी group companies in general, many of them have seen some sort of turmoil of late. So maybe that is one reason. We can also see the major stocks that are there: Reliance, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, HDFC, some IT stocks also. They are not doing very, very well. So अगर हम लोग सेक्टर्स देखते हैं, देन सेक्टर्स में हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि देर आर जस्ट अ हैंडफुल ऑफ पॉजिटिव सेक्टर्स. ऑटो नॉन नेगेटिव है, हेल्थ केयर नॉन नेगेटिव है, एंड ऑयल एंड गैस नॉन नेगेटिव है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट all sectors are negative. PSU banks are beaten down by a lot, down 2.7%. Financial services also not looking very good. So that is probably the reason. And if you recall, around 40% or more of Nifty is actually BFSI companies. So Nifty has a very huge weighting towards finance stocks. And since वो already weighting है ज़्यादा, उसके वजह से it sort of pushes the index down further. So this is the list for Nifty. Top gainers, top losers. We can see here. For Bank Nifty, अगर हम लोग देखते हैं, these are the top losers. Not a lot, but there are barely any gainers. Just one gainer. Okay. Let's see what Nifty is doing, what Bank Nifty is doing. Bank Nifty really trying very hard to hold on to 42,000. Nifty देखते हैं, ठीक है, it's holding above. Let's see अगर ये zone 940 के आसपास break कर पाता है कि नहीं. See, I would say that on an intraday level, if prices are able to hold above here, or maybe even above here, then there is a good chance of us retesting this. But अगर prices यहीं से नीचे जा रहे हैं, then that shows कि even 7940 has been a task and a half for the market to conquer. So that is my overall view, general view. Same holds true for Bank Nifty. यहाँ पर भी हम लोग देख सकते हैं, correct? If prices see something like this, then sure you can say कि अच्छा strength आ रहा है, momentum आ रहा है, bullishness. But अगर वो नहीं होता, then it is just a range. Especially with the news triggers that are there with respect to this thing, with respect to the results and all. So give me just 1 second. I will show you the economic calendar also. क्योंकि since there are some economic events, I just thought वो भी दिखा देता हूँ, so you are on top of all major world events that are likely to happen. And just give me a second. In the meanwhile, अगर आपके कोई questions है तो पूछ सकते हो, please feel free to ask any questions that you may have. Okay, great. Share screen. We will look at one tab. Is that the tab? Yeah, you should be able to see the screen now. So यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं, this is the economic calendar. And economic calendar पे what we can see is this is next week. We need this week. Yeah, this week का हम लोग देख सकते हैं. Monday is already done. For Tuesday, Tuesday का कुछ नहीं है. How come? There were some events on Tuesday, but maybe the filters are such that it has ignored them. But either way, we can see there are some events here. For instance, inflation rate. Our Indian inflation rate is there on Thursday. So Thursday को already volatile रहेगा market. On top of that, we have the inflation rate also. So Indian inflation CPI जैसा कर रहा है उसके हिसाब से हमें पता चलेगा that what the general sentiment is. Plus we have US inflation, US core and headline inflation data that is expected. So that also affects the end of the week. So in all, अगर हम देखते हैं तो we have HDFC Bank and we have these data points that are there that will impact the market on Friday. Plus we have UK GDP and a few other impacts. So yeah, this is not exactly relevant, but at the same time, this is also stuff that is important for us to consider. अगर हमें अच्छे से volatility समझनी है, अच्छे से ये जानना है that with Bank Nifty at 42K, with Nifty at 17,900, what exactly might be the likely course that the markets might take, or what exactly is like the behavior that we can expect. Okay. When do you think Nifty might hit 20K? Somesh, I feel it is not really possible to say just yet. Reason being कि Nifty अभी 18,000 भी give up करने की try कर रहा है. But I feel if we are able to hold this level, which is 17,700, as you can see, तो फिर it is very likely that maybe by this point, ये थोड़ा सा वो हो गया, 20,000 की बात कर रहे हैं ना, 20,000 is here. Yeah, then maybe probably by mid of 23 or something, it is likely. But that also depends on how the rest of the market does. अगर globally हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि there is a slowdown in the market, if globally there is a bit of a bearish sentiment, then it's unlikely. But otherwise, I feel by mid 2023 or possibly by the third quarter of the calendar year, we should be there. Or we might be there. Let me rephrase. For Bank Nifty also, we can see यहाँ पे एक बहुत अच्छा support है 41,600 के आसपास का. And there is a chance that, in this year itself, we might be edging in towards 50K. But obviously that assumes कि positivity रहेगी. अगर positivity नहीं रहती, then no point in making that, statement. All right. So yeah, that was about it for this one. The markets have also closed. It's 15:30. So yeah, I hope you found some good value in today's live stream. थोड़ा सा quick था, but I still hope that it was helpful. If you want to watch more helpful videos, if you want to see अच्छा stock picks क्या है और overall market का weekly analysis कैसा है and such, make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. This is the YouTube channel, Stock Markets with KR. I'm sharing a link also on the creator chat. I just sent it across. Dekh lo, this is the YouTube channel. Plenty of videos I've got, probably at this stage around 700-ish videos and live streams. और यहाँ पर आप देख पाओगे कि what my general views are, what some market analysis videos are. जैसे कि couple of videos on the general sort of views that I have. Then if you go scroll, you can see my daily market analysis, some thoughts and views on what SEBI is doing. Playlists में अगर आप जाते हो, you can see a bunch of playlists related to a bunch of things. For example, interview of a podcast, interview of an option seller. You can also see options ka playlist, forex ka playlist. So tons of things here. Do check it out and make sure that you are also following me on Creator. That's about it for today's webinar and live stream. Thank you so much for attending. See you in the next one.